A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give on the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on 1st down from the 43. It's a draw. Finds a little space. Lots of running room. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Gives it on the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. Punts it out of the air. Push down for the tackle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the 1st down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 41 set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as Yafets comes out to start the next drive. Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the toss. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
And your right sounds will take over. 1st and 7.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out.
The throw to the outside is complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Grab behind the line. It's Barnett. Who gives a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Got his man all by himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38th.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Mean Green. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Red 18.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Jackson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
Rice, 7.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, North Texas. And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. With the catch, it's Turner. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Here's the handoff. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Barnett. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Owls. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught, it's Young. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Here we go. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Young. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score North Texas 41.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
Set to kick off.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Using the quick game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for room at the 30. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barnett.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Got a man, it's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Man, this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw, and what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him, and then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got him downfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.